Hey everyone, how's it going? Shuffle's back here with another video, and it's been a long time. So I was looking at my YouTube feed, and I haven't put out a video since like January or February, and because that's mostly because I've really been disappointed in the direction of Epic 7. But this video is not about that. Today we're gonna jump over and we're gonna talk about another game that just came out. In terms of global launch anyway. It just came out about almost a month ago, or maybe even a month ago now, and it's called Dislyte. So let's switch over into the game. Here we are, it's our main screen. Basically today what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through kind of like my reaction to the game, what I think about it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and kind of my experience over the first month or so of the game. So as you can see, it's very visually appealing. A lot of bright colors. I personally try and avoid games that are in like portrait mode, mainly because I stream everything I play. So if it's in portrait mode, it's just actually this is the screen that I use. This overlay is actually what I use while I'm streaming. That's why it looks very non-active right now. Here, let's put some fake messages up there. But this is kind of what it looks like when I'm streaming, as opposed to other games where it's more full screen. So not really my initial preference, but in terms of actually playing the game, it's quite fun. It's really good for phone. It's really good for people that don't play a ton of mobile games, as it's not overly hard to get. If you take a look, we're going to jump through a couple of the units right now. There's a lot going on in this home screen. I'll try and explain everything as we move along, though. All right, so here are the units that I have 6-starred. We got Clara, more of a support. We have Chloe, our prototypical multi-hit damage dealer. We have another support in Hang Yu.
Only silly romantics admire the moon. Light isn't from there.
This is one of the 2 starter champions you can get. So basically within your first 10 summons, you get a guaranteed legendary. This is the one I got. Pretty good. They're both really good if you do plan on starting the game. Both good options, can't go wrong. There's kind of reasons behind wanting both of them, as there's times where I've enjoyed this guy and there's times where I wish I had the other guy. So I don't think it's worth re-rolling, just take whatever you get. Then we got Thor. It's kind of like a defense-based bruiser. We got Gabby. Gabby is actually a fusion unit, so you can't even summon her, you can only fuse her. So you actually get her for free. Super strong. Another legendary unit. Defense buff, immunity buff for the whole team, as well as an AoE defense break. Really strong unit. Definitely, if you're playing the game already and you don't have her, you should do her fusion. And then Sander, he's kind of your dungeon master. He's got a speed lead, he's got a slow. Does damage based on speed, really good for all dungeons. And then we got Anesidora, or aka Pandora, with her Pandora's box. Control champion. And then Long Mian, who is also control champion and an arena speed lead. So, or speed lead everywhere, but mainly used for arena. So those are my main champs. If we want to take a look at, I guess Chloe's arguably my best geared unit. So this is the gear system, pretty similar to most other gacha games. You've got your standard guaranteed main stat on the top, another guaranteed main stat, and then you've got the bottom ones are all like your crit damage, attack, and then another flat stat here. So basically, though, the only difference between this and any other gacha is these 4 on the left, Cassius, stop. These 4 on the left have to be the same set. So you can't say, hey, I'm going to put my off speed set on slot 1 and slot 4. You can't do that. Your offset has to go on the right, and these 4 have to be the right ones to go in the right slots. So it's a little harder to go like maximum speed. But other than that, pretty normal. The one big difference that I will point out, can't see it on this piece, but if we jump over here, is a lot of the main stat pieces, like if you go main stat speed, you'll notice you can also get speed as a substat. And that applies for crit rate, that applies for crit damage. So it allows for a little bit of a difference from normal gacha games if you've ever played Epic 7 or Summoner's War or anything like that. Makes it very interesting. You could go like crazy high crit damage. I think my Chloe piece... Nope. Alright, I was wrong. Oh no, it does. So 85 crit damage, but then it also has 15 crit damage substat on it. So it allows me to go with 100 crit damage on this piece, which is why I'm almost at 300 crit damage. So kind of fun. Makes for things to be a little bit different. They've got a few interesting new sets. They've got you can go speed and counter if you want to go counter, because counter's only a 2 set here. Also, I mean, they've got lifesteal's a 4 set, pretty standard. Here's the counter set. Allows you to put the counter set off on the right. They've also got a shield set that's also a 2 set, which is really valuable. And immunity's only 2 set as well. So gives you a lot of flexibility in terms of different builds if you want to go with that. And then if we jump out, we're going to do... I only have 1 summon, unfortunately. But I will show you that later at the end of the video. Coming in here, this is the event that's currently going on. They released a new unit, Osiris, or Ollie. So this is the new event that's going on. There's really nothing for us to do in here until tomorrow, as it opens. Chapter 2 of the event opens tomorrow. It kind of reminds me, it's kind of side story-ish from Epic 7, if you ever played that. Where you go in and you like farm a stage a bunch of times, collect a resource, and then use that resource in the shop. I think the big thing, and obviously just story mode as well. There's your plaza, aka your shop, because there's multiple shops. Let's move over here. So in terms of different things you can farm, there's your dimensions. These are basically free units, so they'll pop up in chat every once in a while. See if we can see any. Hopefully there's nothing inappropriate in chat. Okay, so here Chengpu has a dungeon revealed. So if we wanted to farm up a copy of that unit, we could go into that dungeon and just farm it. And then our regular dungeons are up here. We'll talk about that in a minute. Our Sonic Miracles are basically our essential materials, so you farm them here. This middle one is called Cube. Unfortunately, I'm done and not open again for a couple of days. But it's kind of like a labyrinth, so you go through, pick which direction you want to go. Every once in a while, you get to pick like different skills you can add to your team or a different unit you can add to your team, and try and make your way through the labyrinth. And you get rewards for it, of course, for the shop at the end. Actually, very rewarding in terms of skill ups. Compared to most games, I've been actually very happy with the rewards from this. And it's actually kind of fun. We'll see how it is months down the road, if it gets to be repetitive or not, but for now it's been kind of fun to play. Jumping over to dungeons, you can see there are 3 different dungeons currently, Kronos, Apep, and Fafnir. I'm not going to show you all 3, but they are pretty similar. There's like any other game where you've got like your dragon, your giant, whatever. But the really, really nice thing that I love about this game is that this whole time I've been talking to you guys, I've been farming in the background. So kind of like Summoner's War, they let you close your farming instance and do other things in the meantime. So this is my Kronos 10 team, just farming away in the background. I can come in here, I can look at the gear I've got so far, I can sell it if I want to, I can go out, I can upgrade it, I can even farm other things. I can only farm one thing on auto at a time though. So this is an example of your gameplay. Hopefully we get something good at the end of it. It's a little laggy here because it's not really optimized for emulator yet. The performance on phone is apparently really good. I've never played on my phone. I have played on tablet, both Apple and Android, And it was kind of bad at the beginning because they didn't have the aspect ratios fixed, but I think they've actually fixed them now, as I can now play it and actually see everything on my tablets. So it seems like that's all in order. This run's almost done, so we'll let it finish. We'll see what we got, and then we will go back and I'll show you the other stuff. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do, if I'm going to create content on this game or not. But if you guys do want me to, make sure you leave it down in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know as well. So that's the end of our Chronos run. Pretty fun soundtrack as well. So we actually got 4 pieces of gear from that because there is a gear bonus event. We would have got 3. There's 2 little arrows beside that one. I've got it set to auto sell the 4 and 5 stars. So the only one that'll be in our inventory is this purple one here. So let's back out of this. So we can actually come over here. Go to inventory. Go to rune or relics, sorry. And actually, on the emulator, I don't have it set to auto sell, so we can just get rid of all these. And this is the one that dropped on there. Not very good. Not worth upgrading, so we're just going to sell that as well. A pretty standard system in terms of that. I wish this had... It's going to be hard to use that speed. I'm just going to sell that too. Still at the point in the game where gold is hard to come by. So trying to sell as many pieces of my gear as possible so that I can keep up with the upgrades. Anyway, let's jump back over here. So the only other thing on this screen that we haven't covered yet is Infinite Miracle. And that's your tried, tested, and true tower mode. Oh, come on, don't freeze on me. I'm creating a video for you. Now's not the time. So this is Temporal Tower. There is another tower. When you first start the game, they give you a 100 floor tower that you have to get through. When you get through that, they give you a free unit. We actually used the unit in that last floor, but I didn't really showcase him. But yeah, so you grind through that first 100 stages, you get a free legendary unit, and then it opens Temporal Tower. Temporal Tower is monthly, and it resets monthly, and there's 50 stages. So you can see I'm currently on stage 40. I haven't tried stage 40 yet, but it's pretty challenging. Apparently for stage 40, this one's actually really, really hard, as not a lot of people have cleared it yet. So I'll be trying that on stream probably Monday. If you want, curious to see it, feel free to stop by stream. I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/5fingershuffle. I'll have all these links and stuff in the description below if you want to see it. But I will be streaming this on Monday, and I will be trying that floor on Monday. I don't know if I'll be able to complete it, though, so we'll see. So, yeah, that's it for these things. And then if we swipe over here, we have all these different... This is our, like, journal, so not overly exciting. You can do your crafting up here. This is also where you can do your fusion. So I was talking about that unit Gabby that you can fuse. So you can fuse Gabby here, or you can fuse Fabrice, who's an epic unit. Kind of like your attack bar booster and attack buffer. So think, in terms of Epic 7, think Oxlots. Or like kind of like a Bernard, I guess. Not really, but kind of in Summoner's War. So two really good units for fusions, which is nice. And you can't get them anywhere else, so it's not like you're going to summon a dupe. And then you have your Relic Fusion here, so you can just summon fused gear. Hopefully you get something good. This doesn't work very well on emulator, unfortunately, so I can't show you. But if you've ever played rhythm games, that's what this is. And every 12 hours or something, you can get a little reward. And basically you can get some free gold out of here. It's not much, but something to do if you're out of energy. You can jump in here and do this. Kind of fun. At least you get a decent reward here if you do it once a day. I think it's every 24 hours actually, not every 12 hours. And then finally, there's your bounties. So you come in here and they've got different rewards based on rarities. You just have to do different things. So this one's like get an ascension booster and you get a little bit of energy. Or if you want some gold, you can do whatever. If you want to watch a little bit of a story, you can get 50 gems. And there's actually really good rewards in here if you get lucky. It goes all the way up to like a summon, or you can get 200 gems. And I think you can do 3 of these a day. So nice resource and nice way to get resources in this game for free on a daily basis, as long as you actually do the work. And then finally, the last thing we're going to do before we wrap things up is Arena. If we can get over there. Actually, before we get into Arena, there are guilds or clubs in this game, and they are having Guild War. They're just being introduced, though. So we haven't even had our first Guild War yet. They're called Hollow Battles in this game. So you can see we're just signing up. Still 15 hours left in sign up for our very first one. It's pretty standard. You set 2 defenses. We don't have much more information than that. I think it's just going to be go in and pick who you want to attack and go from there. So we've set our defenses and we'll see what happens. But wish us luck. Hopefully we do well in our first Guild War tomorrow. And then finally, like I said, we want to get over to Arena. So Arena, there's Point War and there's Arena. Arena is like live PvP, but there's no rankings yet. So I do assume there is going to be some sort of RTA in the future. And then Point War is just your standard Arena. So pick who you want to attack. You can see what you're going up against. Again, we're still farming this whole time in the background, which is really nice. So this is a speed lead, and she's a booster with a defense break and 2 damage dealers. We're running something similar. They have a bigger speed leader skill than we do, and we have the same booster, so I probably shouldn't challenge this one, but we're going to do it anyway. Hopefully for the video, we outspeed them. Fingers crossed. And hopefully we don't crash trying to get into it. Usually when this guy stops moving, it's going to work. Yeah. Alright, we did get first turn. You can see down here the turn order. Actually, if we click on it, it spreads out a little bit. But they actually have their speed lead as their main unit and not the same girl we're using. So slightly different strategy. But we'll boost up. We'll throw out our defense break. Hopefully we're speed tuned enough. These two aren't quite speed tuned because I made him faster as my other boost. And he's quite slightly out of range here, but I think we're going to be just barely fast enough to get her turn. Yep. We're going to focus her. So she hits, I believe, 5 times randomly. Yeah, 5 strikes randomly, but the first one will hit whoever you target. So we're going to target this girl because she is the defense break. I'm not overly worried about the damage if our defense break dies.
My new design, like it?
Alright, so we killed all 3 people that were defense broken, which is kind of nice. She does get a turn and is going to boost him into a turn. And he's going to stun, but at this point, we've pretty much got this already cemented. We do miss our stun. We'll wake him up. And we'll put up our own immunity and defense buff and protect ourselves, and that's pretty much GG. So that's pretty much it for Arena. I think that's why they called it Point War, is they realized that RTA is kind of the future. And it is in the game, but it's just for fun, like in chat, like so you can face your friends. The only difference from normal RTA and other games is you can use the same units that other people are using. I guess because the game's still relatively new and there aren't a lot of units released yet. So this girl can't solo us, but she can be a little bit annoying because she heals every turn and she's really fast. Basically, we're just waiting for our Chloe to get back around so we can nuke. And then after this, we'll do our single summon and we'll wrap things up. Also, hopefully the music in this game isn't copywritten because I have had issues on Twitch with this music, so hopefully it's not much of a problem. This girl non-stop. She's so hard to deal with. If you happen to have Claire in this game, congratulations. Excuse me. Alright, so we're one more turn until our skill 3 here. I could put this on auto actually, but kinda like playing it out for people that want to actually see what's going on instead of just hitting the auto button. There we go. So it's that 5-hitter again. She's never going to survive that.
I just thought of something really good.
Yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of gameplay. There's not a ton of content right now, but again, it's still in its first month. For the most part, everyone's just busy farming and upgrading gear and trying to get ready for Guild War right now. Get back to our summon screen. Alright, so you see we're actually on our 10th battle in terms of our repeat battles, so it's almost done. Good time to wrap up the video. There is a kind of a banner going on. There's boosted drop rates going on for the new unit Ollie right now. But we have none of those summons. And I've done 77 summons so far and I got nothing. So not good summon luck on my end. Maybe we'll get lucky here. We happen to have one of these flow summons. It's basically the purple element. So we'll do one of these. So same with all the summons, you get a little record that pops up. You have to drop the beat. Kind of scratch the record a little bit until you're ready, and then you get your rare unit. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything good, but we're going to get a 3-star here. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do want more content on this game, let me know. If you just want to say hi, you can do that too. If you want to join the Discord or jump into the Twitch streams, I'll have all that information down the info down below. Hope everybody's doing well. Great to see everybody again, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now, guys.